News 8.
CPA Dave Young is back with us. Dave, good to see you.
Oh, it's great to be here today.
For all those folks who filed for an extension for their tax return back in April, guess what? The clock is now ticking. Tomorrow, October 15th, is the deadline, and this time there are no extensions.
This is it. This is the drop-dead date. You've got your 6-month extension. You got tomorrow it's due. You need to get that in.
What happens if somebody just says, look, I'm just completely disorganized. I cannot get it in. That is a huge mistake,
It's
right?
a huge problem. First of all, there could be penalties. Second of all, the statute of limitations doesn't start clicking, so you need to get that return in as quickly as you can and as accurately as you can. You've had now almost 10.5 months to get this thing in, so the IRS is not going to look too kindly upon, hey, I had to get it all right. They've given you a 6-month extension. They expect that return in tomorrow.
Okay, let's talk about how to get this return together. Even though you've filed for an extension, you're thinking the same kinds of things regardless. You want to take advantage of tax breaks. You want to take advantage of deductions if you can. How does the tax law, and we've called it the new tax law, but at this point it's not that new anymore.
Right.
How does that impact things?
Right. So you want to make sure, first of all, you've got all your information together. So hopefully by now you have all your 1099s, W-2s. Just make sure you have all of those things with you. You want to make sure, hey, now you got a big credit for child tax credit. That's a big number. It's up to $2,000 per child if they're 16 or less. So don't forget some of these big changes in the tax law which could definitely benefit you. Make sure you're taking advantage of all of those things right now. I mean, you don't have much time, but you should have all the things organized. Take your time and make sure you don't make any mistakes.
Make sure you get the filing status right as well, because lots of folks do make mistakes there.
Yes, right. A lot of time people who are single but they have a child living with them say, hey, my status is single. Well, no, actually for tax purposes you're head of household. That's a very common area where you see people make a mistake and they're going to get a bigger standard deduction, and their tax bracket will actually be a little fatter for them, meaning they'll be in the lower bracket for longer.
Check your math. You talk about this all the time.
Very common. So people make math mistakes a lot. Now, if they're doing them by paper, but if you're using a computer, still a math mistake from the IRS's perspective is you key in that W-2 wrong. So I would usually add up all the W-2s on a calculator and make sure it equals what's on the computer. So, because if you key it in wrong, the software's not going to know that. So that's where IRS will call that a math error.
Okay. We talked a little bit about taking advantage of credits. I want to jump ahead. If you are going to get a return once you do file at this point, you want to maybe look ahead as well, especially if you're self-employed, right?
That's right. So what we see, a lot of people, self-employed people typically extend because they're trying to get all their business records. Also, with cash flow and how business is, they may not have made all their estimated tax payments or not enough. So let's say you're getting a big refund. Make sure you roll that refund forward. So that's going to go from 2018. It's going to be applied as if you made it in the first quarter of 2019. So that's a wise thing to do. If you're self-employed, consider rolling that refund forward, particularly if you're late on your estimates. It's a big deal. It'll avoid penalties for 2019.
Yeah, it gets you ahead of the game as well.
Correct.
All right, Dave, thank you. Appreciate it as always. So if you filed for that extension, get that tax return in by tomorrow. If you missed any of our conversation, we'll have it online at rochesterfirst.com.